Hey everybody, today we're going to be going over the 2022 Leisure Travel Van. This is the Unity 24RL. This is your orientation video before you rent this camper, so make sure you take notes. I'm going to go over the plumbing, the electrical, how to set up the beds, every little thing that you need to know about how to use this camper. This video is going to show you how to do it. It's going to be super high quality, so don't judge us too much here. Alright, so we're going to go inside the camper and start going over everything inside. You're going to see as you come into the coach, you have this screen door. This screen door is open. You have your main lock here, and then this little button, you just put your finger there, you can pull it, and it's a little stuck sometimes. This is a brand new coach, and that will just give you a screen door. To open it back up, you see that? You slide that right to the side, just like that. You have this step here. You'll notice when I go to close the door, the step automatically stays out. There's a button on the inside of the wall here. That's it's gonna say step override. If I flip that to off, when I close the door, that step's gonna go in and out every single time. If I have that in the position that allows the steps to stay out all the time, if I turn on the vehicle, it's gonna override the steps. No matter what position it's in, and it's going to retract the steps before you start driving. Alright, so this is the inside of the Leisure. This is a super beautiful coach. I'm going to have the camera dude show it around. Okay, so we're going to start in the front of the coach, and we're going to work our way to the back. Turn this down a little bit here. Sweet. Okay, so it does sit on the Mercedes chassis. This is a brand new Mercedes-Benz chassis. Super quiet diesel engine. These things drive like a charm. There's hardly any road noise. The quality of the seats, I mean, like everything in this coach is really just beautiful and thought out. We do have this little table here. I'll show you more about that in a minute. On the chair itself, each one has this little recliner ability, which kind of lets it pop out just a little bit there. And then on the bottom here is a little lever. That little lever is how you get the chair to swivel. So the chair will actually swivel all the way around. If you need the chair to come forward and backwards, those buttons are on the door. So like right now I'm pushing it forward because I need the chair to clear the back wall. And then now it's locked into place. The vehicle's not going to let you drive with that chair facing backwards. For no reason at all should you force the chair to turn around. You want to make sure that the back of it's going to clear this wall. Just take your time with it. The driver's side is the same way, pretty simple. When you're driving the RV, you're going to notice that on the dash, in order to get to the different screen, these little squares right here, they're like little swipes. You just gently brush your finger on it, and it's going to change the screen on the vehicle. Kind of show you what I'm talking about here. It is a touch button start. So what I was talking about is this is how you get, let's go back to the home screen. To go through them, you see that on the dash, it's starting to change them. That's how you do that. So it is a diesel vehicle, so it does take, of course, diesel and diesel exhaust fluid. I'm going to show you where that diesel exhaust fluid gets filled up on the inside the engine, and I'm going to point that out when we go outside. All right, this does have lane control and cruise control, as well as adaptive cruise control, which means I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but if you're driving, you have your speed control set at 70 miles per hour. Vehicle gets in front of you, he's going 60. This is going to automatically adjust its speed to run behind that vehicle, which is pretty nice. It's a great feature for long travels. You do have some sunshades here. these roll up and you can store them in the shower, usually during travel, or you can put them in an outside compartment, and those go on the front windows. This table here is pretty neat. It serves multiple purposes. It serves as the table for the front and the back of the coach, but also serves for the bed whenever you want the bed set up in the front here. You'll notice that this table opens up just like that. That system there, we're not going to show you how to do the front bed, but if you look inside the manual, there's actually a section in here. You'll get a white binder that's going to be kind of detailed out too. It's going to show you how to do the blow-up mattress here in the front. It's super easy. It's so easy. I'm not going to do it in the video and insult your intelligence. But to get this table off, you just simply lift it up, just like that. You're going to set that off to the side, and then right here, you just undo this little lever, like that. That pulls up. You got another one here. That comes out like that. And then on the floor, that comes out. Underneath this chair here is a little door. This door opens up. And then this tabletop simply goes right underneath. And then all those little tiny parts are going to go right on top. You'll notice I'm not forcing anything into this compartment. Everything's slow. Really just want to take your time. See that? Took my time, got it all in there. Nothing's broke. That's what you got to do. Now you see we have all this room, so when you're traveling down the road, it's great. Great area just to relax in. You do have these cushions that will come up, which will reveal your seat belt. Both sides of the seats here do have seat belts. Now we talked about earlier how this is a sleeping area. You'll notice that this folds over like that. Normally that post that was just down there is going to be underneath this, and like I said, the manual will go over all of that. Super easy. All right. So your RV trip is going to be a whole lot of patience as you put things back together. Don't get in a rush, just be slow and nothing will break. Okay, the other items we have in this front compartment before we move on, you have your privacy curtain, which simply buckles into these buckles along the top, and that will separate the cab from the RV portion itself. Next up, we have a safe. The combo to the safe will be inside your instruction manual. That's actually bolted to the RV, so you can't really just run off with it. So this right here is your blow-up mattress. There's actually going to be two parts in here. You have one pillow that goes in the middle, and then another blow-up pillow that kind of sets it on top. So it's pretty simple. Just read the manual. To close that, just like that. This cabinet opens by pushing in and then pulling up. All the other cabinets operate by squeezing underneath. You just squeeze it, and then that will open, just like that. So, and all of these cabinets work just like that. Your RV does come fully stocked with all your pots, pans, coffee maker, paper towels, cleaning supplies, all that kind of stuff. The next big thing about this camper is this little panel right here. This little panel is going to go over, and it's going to show you your air conditioner, your generator, your fluid levels, everything. So the first thing, and also that manual is going to go over this as well if you need a printed out copy. So the home screen, you're gonna see that it has master light on and off. Throughout the RV, there's a whole bunch of switches that control the lights as well. To the right, we have our holding tanks. This coach is equipped with, you're gonna have 25.6 gallons of black water, 35 gallons of gray, and 30 gallons of fresh water. So when you're going here, remember your fresh water, your gray is your sink and your shower water, and your sewer is your black. And you'll see here how it's on percentages. So LP is liquid propane, we're at 59%. If it was at 100, it would say 100. When you pick up the RV, typically it's going to be having 100% in it. We do require that you bring back the RV full of propane. We're going to teach you on the outside of the RV where that can be located at for a refill. Next up is the water pump. The water pump is to pump out that fresh water on board. That's all that is. When you're at a campsite, you need to have that turned off. When you're not using the water inside the RV, you need that turned off. The only time the water pump should be on is, like, let's say you're in a Walmart parking lot and you want to take a shower for some odd reason, but you don't have campsite water, so you need to get water out of the onboard water tank. You would hit water pump and that's activated. When you're done using it, just turn it off. I'm going to show you on the outside of the RV where the water hose goes when you get to your campsite. Next up, a little temperature control here. You never want it below 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Below 72 will freeze the air coils. You have your house battery and your chassis batteries. The house battery is the RV battery itself, and the chassis is the drivable portion of it. When you're driving down the road, the chassis does charge the RV batteries. There's also solar panels on top, which, if we look here, it's telling me I've got 14.4 volts of solar charging my batteries. So that's giving me power right there. When you're plugged in at a campsite, you're also charging your batteries. This coach is only designed to go, realistically, about 2 days max without having a good, hard, solid charge at a campsite. Okay, next up is the light switch. Really explanatory there. You have light switches here, but you also have them all throughout the RV, and I'll point those out as well. Next switch, little lightning bolt switch. This is the switch that really just does not matter. Don't even mess with that. The next one is going to be your furnace and your air conditioner. Cool heat pump furnace. So air conditioner, furnace for heater. You can pretty much figure out the rest. Pretty easy stuff. If I go back to the home screen, you're also going to see that we have the generator. I forgot to go over that. So you have generator power, and then you have campsite power. This is a 30 amp camper. We have to have that 30 amp to run the air conditioner in this RV. We do have an inverter, which is going to run things like the microwave, maybe a couple of the outlets. Not too sure. We just got this coach, but typically it's the microwave and the outlets that the inverter will run. TVs as well. But when you're at your campsite, you're going to be having access to every single electrical thing in here, like your outlets, your air conditioner, your microwave, all of that. So really your generator, you really only need that for running the air conditioner. The AC in the front does not cool down the back of the coach. They're two separate areas. So if you want air conditioner back here, you have to turn on the generator going down the road, which is totally fine, to have AC in the back. Once again, this whole screen is broken down in a booklet that you're going to have in the camper at all times as well. Next compartment here, you see that's just storage. We're going to go to this guy here. This is a little sun window that you have. For no reason should you grab the material to open it. Always open it from there. You'll notice one side is completely black out, and the next side is like a screen. And then if I really want to open it, you'll see that there's a button right here. That button, if I push that in, I can push this down and actually have complete open area. So at nighttime in Colorado, you could have that open, have the screen so that, you know, what little mosquitoes we have, you know, won't come inside the RV. And then to close that, I just guide it right back down, and pops right over. That's it. Okay, next up is going to be this panel here on the wall. You don't need to touch this at all. This is your solar controller. We've got it set up exactly how the RV needs to operate. The next thing is your leveling system. This is a silly feature to have on such a small travel van, but you know, it is what it is, so we're going to teach you how to use it. This is if you were in a RV park and you feel like that you're not level. There is an app on your phone that you can download. It's a free bubble level app, and that's going to show you how unlevel you are. So if you use that app, or if you bring a level with you and you see that you're not level, you're going to come here, you're going to hit power on, wait for it to clear, and you see right here it's telling me my ignition needs to be on and the emergency brake needs to be on. So I'm going to come back over here, and then my emergency brake. Alright, so the person you just saw, his name's Tom. He's our good helper around here, so we're not videographers, so don't judge. Alright, this little brake here, this is your emergency brake. One of the issues that you may encounter is that you go to leave the campsite and you just push this down and it still tells you that it says brake on the dash. What you got to do in that case, you just grab it, pull it back, unclick it, and then guide it back down. That's how you solve that. So I'm gonna go and pull that up so we can use the leveling system. All right, so we'll see here now, there's no red error codes. It likes what it sees. So now all I'm gonna do is hit auto level, and it's beeping front of the RV, left of the RV, right, and the rear. All four of those are on because we're so unlevel in this parking lot right now. When it is done leveling, it's going to come back and it's going to have a green like image in the middle. Alright, so the next thing over is going to be your inverter system. This is your inverter control panel. You shouldn't really touch that. Yeah, you won't touch that at all. Just make sure it's always on and you'll be fine. You don't touch this either. So just don't really touch these at all. So the only thing you really have to worry about is your leveling system, and then over this Truma Aqua Go, which is your hot water heater. You'll see here, there's like a little dial on the side. It says off, waves, and then eco. Just turn it up to the waves with the thermometer inside the water, and that'll be good. So that's all you need. Pretty easy. All right. You'll see on the wall here, you have some more buttons that control the lights, so you can kind of like, ooh, that's a nice handle assist. That's pretty sweet. This RV does have an awning. Unfortunately, we do not allow the awning usage in this camper. It's more of a liability than a luxury. And if it breaks, it's about $5,000 to fix. So we do not allow you to use the awning in this coach particularly. I'm gonna go and close up this door. When you go to drive, you want to come over here and just lock the door before you start traveling. Each window has a blind system on it, and you just want to make sure it goes between the two guides there. When you're done using it, it goes all the way up. They also have just heat shields as well. So, okay, so now we're done leveling. Like I said, we're super unlevel, so it doesn't even want to finish leveling for me. It says excess slope. There are leveling blocks in the outside compartment that you can drive up on to get level as well, if this doesn't want to level for you. When it's completely done leveling, the center would be green, but we can't accomplish that where we're at. When you're done getting leveled at your campsite and you're ready to leave and all that good stuff, you're ready to bring up their leveling jacks, you can hit all retract, and it's going to beep again and it's going to retract all the jacks. If for some reason you forget to do this process and you go to start driving, the second you put that key in the ignition, it's going to retract those jacks as an emergency option. You don't want that to happen. You want to make sure the EQ system does it for you, because that is the right way, and starting it with the vehicle is the wrong way. All right, a little bit about the kitchen here, and then we're gonna jump into the back. Like I said, it is fully outfitted. It does have all your cleaning supplies. It's gonna have a couple of manuals here for you. It does have your UPL sound bars on the front TV and the back TV. Little trash can here. Nothing should go inside this compartment for storage down below there because there is a ton of plumbing. And then, like I said, everything, it's all outfitted, so that's what all that is. Your stovetop, how you use your stovetop is you want to make sure the ceramic glass is lifted up. This button here is going to go to the flame symbol, and I'm going to push in on the middle there. You can see it just lit up. That's all there is to it. And when you're done cooking, turn it off, give it a couple of minutes, let it get cool to the touch, and then put down the glass. If you put down that glass while it's still hot, it will explode into like a million pieces. If you have a kitchen countertop extender, you just undo the latch there, and this folds right on down. That's pretty sweet. Pretty cool. You do have USB charging ports all throughout the RV as well. Those are off battery power, so you should always be able to charge your phone. And then that just locks right back into place. All right, TVs are running off the inverter. You can do a local TV channel search, or you can tap into your Netflix, all that good stuff if you like. All right, kitchen sink, that's all pretty self-explanatory. Refrigerator, this fridge is pretty sweet. So I'm gonna turn down this air conditioner.